Good day everyone, my name is Emery Asia Santa Ana. I am with my group mates, Crystal Marie Abril, Princess Camille Balilan, Justin Joy Fresnido, Hazel Merhan, and Maria Aga Fetandang. And we will be discussing the airport facilities. First, let's define airport facilities. So yung airport facilities ito yung mga infrastructures between airports kung saan they support or natutulungan nila na ma-accommodate yung mga passengers para smooth yung kanilang travel and maiwasan din yung air traffic. And then, yung airport naman, it serves as the main gateways for most cities. Kasi, especially with those international connection flight, sa airport sila kaunahang pumapasok or lumalabas. They are the first touch point for arriving international passengers. So when someone flies to another country, sa airport sila kauna-unahang tatapak papunta sa kanilang destination. And they also give tourists and travelers a glimpse of what they can expect at the destination. So upon arriving sa airport, doon pa lang makikita na nila kung ano ba yung parang i-expect nila doon sa destination na kanilang pupuntahan. So, for example, yung architectural style sa NAIA, sa Ninoy Aquino International Airport, yung kanilang cultural display. So, pwede din yung local food option sa inside the airport. So, dun pa lang, meron na silang preview kung ano yung lugar na kanilang pinuntahan. And then, there are roles. May mga role yung airport. So, yung airport, it functions as gateways or hubs. As I said earlier, yung airport kasi, dito yung entry and exit point between places or destination na pinupuntahan ng mga tao. And hubs, kasi they are the central transfer points kung saan nagsiswitch between flight yung mga passengers. Halimbawa, merong traveler na galing sa Cebu, tapos mag-fly siya pa through NAIA to connect the flight sa Tokyo. So, yung hub, nakakatulong siya sa mga airlines na ma-route yung traffic efficiently and ma-expand sa kung ano yung kanilang kayang puntahan. Pwedeng kanilang mapuntahan ganun. And the importance of transport terminals depend on the size of traffic it serves. Pag sinabi nating traffic, ito yung number of passengers na pwedeng kaya i-accommodate ng isang airport. So, ang isang airport, it can operate for airplanes that can carry as many 400 plus passengers. And yung na-record na pinakamalaking biggest airport in terms of passenger traffic is yung Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport sa United States. So, na-claim nila yung record na yon noong 1998 kung saan they reach 100 million passengers mark. And then, there are parts of airport. First is yung runway. So, ito yung area kung saan yung mga airplane is nagte-take off or nagla-landing. So, a regular size airport runway can accommodate a maximum of 30 movements sa paglanding or take-off within the day. Airport runways also have special markings to help airline pilots identify them even from a distance. So, kung makakita kayo ng mga video sa TikTok or sa iba pang websites, yung mga POV ng pilots, so habang malayo pa lang sila dun sa runway, meron na silang nakikitang parang ilaw, yung strip line na ilaw, pwedeng sa gabi umiilaw sila or sa araw, parang nagre-reflect sa araw yung mga strip lines. Tapos, yun yung sign kung saan makikita ng mga pilot na dun sila magla-landing. Tapos, it is a basic component of any airport. Kahit ano pang size ito. Kahit private man yan or commercial, lahat ng airport is dapat merong runway. Kasi, paano magfa-function yung isang airport kung wala silang wala silang runway? Kasi, doon nangyayari yung paglalanding at pag-take off ng mga airplane, di ba? Then, kahit yung mga small private airport for tiny propeller planes is kailangan din nila ng runway. Though, mas maikli siya and kadalasan is gawa siya sa dirt or sa damo. Next is yung taxiway. Ito naman yung nagko-connect sa mga runway sa iba pang part ng airport. Like terminal, hangar, or maintenance areas. So, after mag-land ng mga airplanes sa isang runway, ginagamit nila yung taxiway to taxi or move slowly papunta sa kanilang assigned gate sa terminal. O kaya naman, from their gate, they uses the taxiway papunta sa kanilang runway. Papunta sa runway. So, nakakatulong to keep things organized para hindi kung saan napunta yung mga airplane pagkatapos or before mag-landing or mag-take off. Before mag-take off or after mag-landing, ganon. Then, meron din itong specific line para ma-identify ng mga pilots, and kadalasan yellow strip lines siya para mag-guide yung mga pilots kung saan sila pupunta. And then, next is yung apron. Ito naman yung area na malapit sa terminals, hangars, or maintenance facilities. Dito yung area kung saan naka-park yung mga airplane kapag wala sila sa runway or sa taxiway. So, dito nangyayari lahat ng ground operations. Dito nasakay mga passengers, the plane via jet bridges or buses, unload ng mga luggages, refueling of airplanes. Dito din sila nililinisan, chine-check for maintenance. And dito din, nagpe-prepare yung mga ground crew for the next flights. Dito nila pine-prepare yung mga airplane para sa kanilang next flight.
Hangar. Ang hangar ay parang malaking garahe ng eroplano. Dito ginagawa ang repair at maintenance ng aircraft. Usually, nakakonect ito sa taxiways para madali lang pumasok at lumabas ang mga airplano. Second is control tower. Ito naman ay kung saan nakaupo ang air traffic controller. Sila yung nag-monitor at nagko-control ng landing at take-off ng mga aeroplano. Third is parking area. Ito yung lugar kung saan nagpapark ang mga empleyado ng airport. Dito rin pumaparada yung mga family or friends na naghahatid at sumusundo ng passengers. Then, terminal building. Ito yung first point of contact ng mga passengers sa airport. Dito ginagawa ang check-in, ticket validation, pag-check ng passport or visa at pag-issue ng boarding pass. Basically, lahat ng processing ng passengers ay dito nangyayari. Then, departure area. Sa departure area, dito nagaganap ang immigration interviews. Dito rin naghihintay ang passengers bago sila tawagin for boarding papunta sa airplane. Then, last is arrival area, kung saan kinukuha ng passengers ang kanilang check-in baggage. Dito sila dumadaan sa custom at para sa mga international passengers, kailangan nilang dumaan sa immigration bago sila makapasok sa bansa.
Airport design. Airport size depends on the number of flights and passengers. Runway and taxiway design considered aircraft type and daily traffic. Location and surroundings, like mountains, wildlife, and nearby communities, affect safety. Airports use fencing and design features to keep birds and animals away. So, yung airport design, nakadepende siya sa laki or sa dami ng tao pumupunta. Para din make sure na safe na airport at big enough siya para sa isip ng both planes and people. Sa airport size na, ayun, nakadepende sa number of flights and passenger. Nakadepende kung ilang tao at ilang planes yung gagamitin. Sa runway and taxiway design, consider kung anong type na aircraft. Tapos, kung gaano ka-busy yung airport. Ayun, kung gaano kadaming booking yung tatanggap nila. Location and surroundings, katulad yan sa mountains, wildlife, and nearby communities, dapat may make sure natin kung makaka-affect ba siya sa safety ng mga tao, mga animals. So, merong mga fencing and may mga fencing yung airports kasi para design siya para makip ang birds and animals para hindi sila maapektan ng mga planes. So next is passenger activity at the airport. Step 1, syempre mag-check-in sila. Maibibigay nila yung ticket nila, hindi pa mag-show sila ng mga documents, ganyan. Tapos, yung syempre yung mga staff, i-confirm nila kung tama yung buhay kasi di ba meron mga times na fake yung ticket na nakukuha nila at kunyari agency ganun, may times na scam sila, so kailangan mo double check ng staff yung ticket kung saan nila talaga, kung legit talaga yung booking nila. Next is at the arrival level, checked baggage is brought to the arrival hall for cleaning. International passenger must go through customs, declaring items and paying duties may be required. After clearance, passengers can exit the terminal. Sa arrival level, syempre, pagka baba nila ng aeroplano, mag-check na sila, mag-clean na sila ng baggage. I-check nila kung nabuksan ba, ganyan. I-check kompleto kung kasi may times na nawawala yung baggage nila. Yan, tapos ngayon sa airport activities for airport personnel. At check-in, ground staff assist passengers, check passengers details and documents, wait and tag baggage, issue boarding pass. So pagbaba ng aeroplano, may mag-a-assist sa'yo ng ground staff kung saan ka pupunta next, ganyan. Pwede ka mag-ask if ever na first time mo, ganyan. Kasi sila din yung nag-check ng details and documents mo kung tama ba yung mga dala mo. Around the terminal, staff guide passengers, help missing or elderly or solo travelers, assist with direction and movements, support check-in through kiosks. So, meron pa din mga nag-assist na staff kasi madami pa rin na hindi maalam. Syempre, sa ibang lugar, meron mga bagong environment, so hindi mo alam yung mga need gawin. So, meron mag-assist sa'yo ng mga staff.
And my name is Hazel Marhan. Well, at the departure gate, first we need to verify passengers and boarding passes. Staff checks if the passenger and their documents are matched, of course. Number 2, ensure correct flight and documents. They confirm travelers have the right flight information. Third, guide passengers to aircraft. Staff assist passengers on where to go when boarding. And last, help manage boarding smoothly. They make sure boarding is organized and safe. For the next, upon arrival, ground staff meet aircraft. Staffs are ready to receive the plane when it lands. Next is assist passengers. Of course, yung mga on wheelchair or passengers na may mga special needs. They help travelers who require extra assistance. Next is guide passengers to arrival area. They direct everyone to baggage claim or exit routes. And the next topic would be refueling or airside operation. First, critical airside activity. Refueling is an essential task before the next flight. Second, must follow strict safety protocols. The process is done carefully to avoid hazards. Then the third one requires coordination with the different teams. Refuelers work with pilots and ground staff to ensure safety. Third, can be done while passengers board or the plane. Saves time but must follow strict rules. The last one, saves time of airlines and airports. It speeds up turnaround for the next departure. Next is parking the aircraft. The plane is guided to the correct spot on the airport ramp. Uh, Next is ground stop guide aircraft to parking area. Train stop use hand signals or lights to direct the pilot safely to the parking position. Third one is they ensure safe and correct positioning. They make sure the aircraft stops in the exact place so loading, unloading, and servicing can be done safely. Mechanics, engineers check aircraft condition. They look over the aircraft to make sure everything is working properly and nothing is damaged. Next one is inspect systems, repair defects. They test different aircraft systems like engines, controls, electronics, and fix any problem they find. The last one is ensure aircraft is safe and airworthy. Do heavy checks. Painting, cabin upgrades. They make sure the aircraft is safe to fly and perform bigger tasks like major repairs, repainting, or improvement the cabin.
Um, for the last, airside operation, cargo loading and unloading must follow weights and balance rules. Loaders follow strict instructions, carefully unloading to avoid damage, ensure aircraft safety. Aircraft owners, aircraft ownership and management. In 1940s, aircraft were owned and managed by government. In 1980s, aircraft were commercial and taken over by corporation. Today, airport are either government owned or private owned. Next, revenue for airport. Aeronautical revenues, landing fees, fuel fees, land lease, terminal rent. In landing fees, ito ay siguro mga bayaring sinisingil sa mga eroplano tuwing sila ay lumalapag sa paliparan. Tulad ng expenses, airport charge, airline or aircraft, and the owner landing fees. Fuel fees. Ito yung mga bayarin na sinisingil sa mga eroplano para sa paggamit ng mga gas, like paano siya papaandarin yung airplane, ganyan, or aircraft, para mapaandar, ganon. Land lease and terminal rent. Land lease, ito yung ito yung parang kasunduan kung saan yung may-ari ng lupa ay nagpapaupa. Ganon. Nagpapaupa ng mga turista or mga babiyahe sa loob ng mismong airport. Ganon. Yeah. Ang land lease o paupahan ng lupa ay isang kasunduan kung saan ang isang tao o kumpanya ay umuupa sa loob ng paliparan mula sa may-ari nito. Terminal rents, ito yung bayad na sinisingil sa mga airlines or iba pang negosyo para sa paggamit ng mga espasyo sa loob ng terminal or airline or airport or paliparan. Kabilang dito yung pwesto para sa ticket, mga lugar sa paghihintay ng mga pasahero, mga opisina or lugar na mga lugar na nilalagyan ng bagahe. Ganon. At iba pa.
For the last topic of airport facilities, we have the revenues for airport in non-aeronautical revenues. Non-aeronautical revenue is charged for activities and services outside aeronautical activities. This can include charging for space rented out to concessionaires like restaurants, snack bars, and retail outlets. Non-aeronautical revenues refers to income generated from services and activities na hindi related sa aircraft operations. The first one is parking. One of the major contributors to this revenue is parking fees. For airports, parking fees are part of the non-aeronautical revenue. They were considered significant contributors to airport revenue resources. Passengers who are traveling for a quick trip can also park their cars, allowing passengers to leave their vehicles while they travel. The second one is retail concessions. Filipinos are known to be shoppers. Retail shops, restaurants, snack bars, and coffee shops are available to them while waiting for boarding. These retail shops and food outlets are other sources of revenue for airports. They may be charged for the space their business occupy. Last one is services. For bigger airports, passengers have an access to more services. These are banks and ATMs or money changers. Some airports have travel lounges. Services also include spas or massage therapy for the weary traveler. They also make additional income for airport management for the rent of the space they occupy. These concessionaires and businesses or banks operate inside the airport and pay rent, which becomes another important income source for airports. So that's all. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you very much.